49 degrees here in Fort Dodge. I'll tell you what, let us get talking about some fishing because Magwed's annual fishing tournament going on up in Lake Okoboji, May the 1st. That's a week from tomorrow. Now it's all about the kids. Alan was supposed to be somewhere, but leave it to Alan Angstrom to be the guy. You know how they say he'd be late to his own funeral? The guy would be, the minute Peter opened the golden gates, the pearly gates in heaven, Alan would make him wait. I can promise you that. The guy, Peter would be standing there going, okay, you coming in or not, man? I mean, you know, this is what you've been waiting for. Anyway, Jared's with me. Jared, how you doing this morning, brother?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. I think we got a double feed going on because you got two of them going. I'm going to take one of them out, bud. No, you're okay, man. You're okay. We got you covered. There you go. Now I don't have a double. Oh, hey, good to see you, Alan. Alan's the one who's asked me, are we going to be on today? Or can we be on today? Can I be on your show? Can I be on your show? He's like a little kid when Floppy was around, and then when it's time, he's off taking a potty break or something, you know. Is he on his own device there, Jared, or is he with you? There he is.
Yeah, he's here.
Is he wearing orange, or is that like a yield yellow? Because people just need to be cautious when they see him. I mean, that's that kind of thing.
That's one of our Magweed shirts. We keep him bright so people can see, but he's tall enough that everyone can see him. So.
Yeah, you won't miss that. I mean, you guys are kind of off in the distance right there, and I can see him lighting up like a beacon, man. It looks really cool. Now let's talk about this. This is the annual. How many years has this been going on, guys?
This is our 45th year or 44th year.
Wow.
It would have been our 45th. It would have been our 45th year, but since the old COVID, we had to cancel last year. So This is our 44th year.
Wow. You realize that was you guys are 13 years ahead of when I was born. So, you know, you guys had it going for 13 years, and then I came along.
Oh, I wasn't a twinkle for another 14, so.
I'm looking up and going whistling because that would make me 30 when you guys started. And no, I'm not 30. Let's just say that I was around before Magweed started their annual tournament. Okay, and we'll leave it at that.
All right.
All right. So let's talk about how this works, because this is an annual thing and it's all about the kids. And of course, you're up at beautiful Lake Okoboji, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's a tournament, yes, but it's a lot of fun. It teaches the kids fishing skills, outdoors, things to do in the outdoors, how to have kind of outdoor etiquette, that kind of thing. There's Alan. You know, it's all about the kids. So let's talk about that. You guys fill me in on how this thing works so people can get involved.
So first off, it's all free. It's at Triggs Bay
Resort, and we have three different classes for the kids side and 3 different classes for the adult side. Winner is largest walleye, largest northern, and largest bass.
And we do door prizes.
And then every kid, we make sure that shows up gets at least something. I know we're doing sleeping bags. I know we got binoculars. I know we got other camping bag chairs. Basically anything that gets them outdoors doing stuff. You know, we kind of try and push. This year we're doing a little bit of something different to where any kid that turns in a fish, so as just catch a fish, turn it in, for any of the 3 classes, they will be entered in to win a bike.
Nice.
And then we're also doing kind of something similar on the adult side, but the adult side, they're going to have a chance to win a kayak from the outdoor store.
Honestly, and that's great. I mean, kayaks are like a huge thing. I remember when I was a kid, kayaks were pretty big, but in the last like 6, 7, 8 years, they have exploded again in popularity. I thought, though, Jared, no offense, I thought the adult prize, because I know Alan's a big fan, was a new Harley Davidson motorcycle. But
he would probably prefer it to be a victory. So
anyway, that's fantastic, man. So you got something for the adults as well. So can people still get involved in this, Jared? And if so, how does that happen?
Yeah, really all you have to do is just show up. There's no entry fee. There's no registration. It's literally, walleye opener. There's a season on walleye. They close it down so that the walleye can breed. And at this time, it's closed. You technically can't keep any walleye. So on midnight on May 1st is you go up to Okoboji lakes and you catch a fish and you turn it in. The weigh-ins are from 4 to 6, and as long as they're not in the slot limit, you follow all the DNR rules and you turn in a qualified fish, you're entered. That's it. It's real simple.
That's pretty cool, man. Now, I maybe I missed this too, Jared, but even though it's for the kids, can the adults go up and cast out as well, just to, kind of relax and have some fun? Teach the kids how to do it, that kind of thing?
Oh, yeah. There's, like I said, we have an adult division and a kid division. So there's both sides. We just encourage that the adults, bring their kids up and take them out fishing and be a grandkid, a niece, nephew, whatever. It's the neighbor's kid, just as long as they get up there and take them out.
One thing that I'm sure you're going to say a little bit later or here very soon, I'll go ahead and steal your thunder, so to speak. You want to make sure, and when it comes to the adults, definitely make sure you got your actual Iowa fishing license. That's important.
Yes, correct. Yes, yeah. You have to have the Iowa fishing license in order to have the pole in the water. We are operating under all of the rules and regulations still apply.
And I knew you guys were, going to mention that, but I wanted to, since we were talking about the adult division of that, to make sure that gets out there. So adults, make sure you definitely have your Iowa fishing license. They're not that expensive, and you got you covered then. So make sure you get that taken care of. On Lake Okoboji, is there a certain section that people need to go to, a certain area, or do you just kind of opening the whole thing up?
No, any of the, I guess, quote unquote, Iowa Great Lakes. So you got Spirit, you have East, West, there's Minnewaska, Upper Gar, Lower Gar, basically any of them lakes in the Iowa Great Lakes area is where a qualified fish can come from.
Fantastic. So tell me about some of the things you got on that table in front of you. It's kind of off in the distance, a little tough to tell. So tell me about some of the things you got
there. This is all stuff that's been donated from Roger Brown and his family. His dad is the one that actually started this all them years ago, and he always donates all the kids stuff. So actually what you're seeing here with the yellow power bait tackle box, that's actually a first place kids prize. That's a first place kids prize. This big old Bush Light cooler, that's a door prize. All these lures are door prizes. Any of the kids, every kid has a chance to get one of these, or the sleeping bag, or some of the other things that I mentioned. And actually, these right here are the first place kids poles. They're a really nice setup. In fact, I have these on my pole right now.
Is there any way that Alan, you can put your camera up too, but every time I click you into the studio, because you're so close to each other, I get a lot of feedback. So let me go ahead and click you up. Is there a way? Well, I didn't want to see your face, Alan. That's not what I was looking for. There you go. Show the poles. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
You want me to move my phone around and show?
Yeah, whatever works. Yeah, we can get some close-ups of that, because you got some really cool items there.
Yep. Like I was saying, this was the first place prize for the kids. All these palas and stuff, those are all going to be door prizes. I said, and there's that real nice Bush Light cooler, and we also have a bunch of other coolers that were also donated, and they're homemade metal box or metal coolers that are all insulated. They're really nice coolers. Oh, and that's something else. Our first place prizes, they're actually not just regular trophies that we give out to the kids and the adults. They're hand carved by Mr. Anderson, Lynn Anderson. That's it, Lynn Anderson. He hand carves. They're hand carved wood carvings, and that's our trophies that we give.
No kidding. Now, see, that adds a more personal, special touch to it, man. So that's something, even down the road, if you win this year and you get one of those hand carved trophies, 20 years from now, you want to show that with pride, because I mean, a lot of work went into doing that. That's really cool. So Lynn, kudos.
And that's kind of a lot of sponsors, a lot of donations and stuff given, and that's whatever we take in, we have out, and the whole point is just to make it fun and not stressful, not pressured, and hopefully the kids will, like they get that nice wood carving, and maybe their friends see it and like, oh hey, I want to get that too, and maybe they'd like to go fishing too.
And the kids don't necessarily have to win to get something. They just show up, they get something,
Oh, that's cool.
We're here to keep all the kids outdoors and doing stuff, so we're not just, you don't have to have a trophy walleye to come up and win anything. We have all sorts of raffles and door prize stuff like that, so it's not just for the winners. So
now, Alan, I know you've been involved with Magweed for quite a while. Jared, how long have you been involved in this fishing tournament?
So I've been coming up since high school.
Oh wow.
My best friend got me into going up there, and I've been kind of hooked ever since. But I've actually been helping out. I think it was either 08 or 09 is when I actually started helping out. And then just a couple years ago, I got handed the reins to take control of it for a little while. I don't know why they did that, but I got the reins of it. So,
well, dude, look at the stuff you're getting. You're obviously doing an outstanding job. So keep up the great work. So, okay, the question I was leading to, and why I was asking about how long you guys have been involved with Magweed, is what's the biggest turnout that you guys have seen? I mean, how many kids and parents are we looking at here, grandparents or whatever it may be?
I think the biggest year we had about 30 to 40 kids the one year.
Nice.
I think it's about was our biggest year, and adults we've had up to 300 people up there.
Wow, that's fantastic.
And it's all, I mean, that's what's crazy is it's all kind of in the Fort Dodge area. That's originally what it was. It was just Fort Dodge area that could go, but now you got kids my age and older and younger that have all spread out. And yeah, we're not kids anymore, and they're all over the place. So you got people coming from South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, and everywhere just to come back to do this fishing tournament. And it's just slowly getting bigger.
That's fantastic. And everybody, of course, experienced the COVID hiccup, so to speak. And I'm excited for you guys, because this is one more thing. I've been talking about all the events and everything on the air that are cracking open, and we're going to have concerts again and getting outdoors and fairs. And this is another thing that's showing that, we got a ways to go with COVID. And Alan, this being in the first responder end, we got a ways to go with it, but yet we knew we were going to beat it. And that's what we're doing. And, having the annual Magweed tournament happen again, that's another sign that, hey, we're getting ahead of this bad boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that is one thing. I mean, it's pretty much, anyone can show up. There's really no restrictions on that anymore. We do have to follow a few policies that the DNR's provided for wearing a mask when we're up in our little area. But otherwise, yeah, I encourage everyone to show up, get back out and enjoy life again.
Absolutely. Now, Jared, unless I missed it, did we mention the time, what time this all starts?
Yep, the time is from 4 p.m. is the start of the weigh-in, and we start giving door prizes and stuff right away. And weigh-in ends at 6 p.m. So if you guys are out in the middle of the lake and you think you got the winner, or just want to weigh in for a chance to win the kayak or the kid to win a bike, it has to be in before 6 p.m.
Okay,
anything after 6, I have to let it go.
So you kind of cut out at the very beginning. So it starts at 4 p.m. and you got a couple hours to get your weigh in.
Yep. You got 2 hours to get it in. Yep.
And so when can you go up to the lake itself and start fishing away? Anytime that you feel like it?
Midnight on May 1st. So
nice.
You can go out and kind of fish before that, but you cannot keep a walleye or any of our other fish until after midnight. So once midnight hits, then you can start keeping them and try and keep them alive until they end.
That's awesome, man. That's way cool. Kudos to you guys for doing such a great thing again, all for the kids.
And back into the water.
Yeah, that is one thing. Well, with DNR regulations that when you catch a fish to turn in for the tournament, they have to be alive, and then they also have to be returned back to the water they were caught, returned safely back into the water alive. So
Gotcha.
that's why I kind of stress keeping them alive too, because if they're dead, I can't keep them, or they can't be turned in.
Right.
They're not alive,
So if you catch one at 6 o'clock in the morning and you think it might be a chance at a winner, you better keep that bad boy alive until 4 p.m.
You better keep
Otherwise,
the water
it's not
running,
gonna
keep the water moving. Yeah, yep.
Exactly. All right. Well, guys, you guys are doing a fantastic thing, and I kid Alan a lot because, well, look at him. It's very easy to do. But I appreciate him getting a hold of me to get you guys on. And Alan, I appreciate you wearing Harley orange today too, man. You look good.
He said you look good with orange.
Harley orange, man.
My phone's not working for the audio side of things. My Bluetooth phones aren't working, so.
Well, we're picking you up audio-wise. We're getting you audio-wise, brother. At least we're getting that aspect of it. You guys keep up the great work, though. And, hey, I'm sure – I know Alan knows this, but, Jared, our video here that you've been doing, you can share that to MAGWED, to your own personal Facebook. You share that wherever you want. Get the word out, because I want you guys to contact me and say, hey, guess what? We had over 300 there this weekend, so that'd be cool.
And I think there's a good chance at us getting over 300 people there, and we're ready. I mean, but I will say we're not having all the things that we used to do, just because of the DNR regulations. Like usually we have food, and usually we do a few more raffles and stuff like that. But we're still being COVID conscious. And we have to follow the DNR regulations. So, and I do want to stress when you will have to wear a mask when you're in our area. But after that, you guys are by the rooms or talking. That's up to you guys.
Well, even though there's still some restrictions going on, man, you're beating it.
That we will have is signs explaining, hey, when you come up to bring your fish up to be weighed, you need to have a mask on. Stay your distance. If it's a kid that's needing to bring a fish up and their parent needs to help them, absolutely that can happen. But if it's you and your buddies want to come up and hang out and get your picture taken, our rules aren't letting that happen this year from the DNR. It's just, we got to be COVID conscious. We'll have areas roped off and kind of walkways and signage showing who needs to go where at what time, and we will call people up and stuff. It's just everybody up there will have one of these orange shirts on, just kind of follow the rules, and we don't want to get in trouble. We don't want anybody else to get in trouble. So we got rules to follow. Everybody's got to follow them.
Absolutely. Well, kudos again to you guys for at least getting out. Some restrictions still there, understandably. We're beating this thing, but we're not past it. But definitely the big picture here, guys, is you're getting out. You're having a tournament again.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know what was going to happen. Last year was my first year. I kind of took over, and my first thing I had to do was cancel it. So I'm kind of excited that we get to at least have something this year, and like I said, get back to normal, and hopefully get parents out, kids out, just get back to a normality again.
Absolutely. Well, let me know how it turns out. I'm anxious to hear from you guys. I think you're right, Jared. I think people are anxious to get out, have some fun, get into fun competitions like this, get the kids out. So I think you're going to have a very big turnout for this, and well-deserved, man. Well-deserved.
Well, and next year you get to come experience too, right?
Yeah, Alan. I wish I could this year, man. But the bookings and the schedules and so forth. But yeah, definitely. If you need a loud voice that's obnoxious next year, I'm in, man.
Well, we'll just mark you down for till you want to retire then.
Okay, here's the thing, Jared. I will speak. I will do your announcing. I'm not taking over the event, man. That's your gig. That's your deal.
That's fine. That's fine. I can handle that.
All right, brother. Hey, again, kudos to you guys. Keep up the great work, and let me know how it turns out, will you, please?
Will do. Thank you very much for having us on. We really appreciate it.
Anytime. Good luck, guys, and I know it's going to be fun for you. Thanks, Jared. Tell Alan thanks, too.
He says thank you, Alan.
Yeah. Technology, right?
Technology. That's what it is. Hey, again, it's MAGWED going on. It's next Saturday, a week from tomorrow, May the 1st. Get the kids out for this, man. That's what it's all about. It's all about the kids. Let them have a great time. Teach them some outdoors and enjoy, because it's one more sign that we are getting out and things are cracking loose. We're not past it, but we're beating it. So get out and enjoy it. Again, the fishing tournament up at Lake Okoboji in the Iowa Great Lakes, so to speak. Again, a week from tomorrow with Magweed and all the great folks involved. It is